Welcome to the family, Sarah. Sarah.
What?
Sarah, welcome to the family.
Wait, I think I need to find an axe or something.
Welcome to the family, Sarah. Hi, everybody. You are. You realize, Sarah, that you are now the person on Rage Select who has played more Resident Evil games on Rage Select than any other person on Rage Select.
You might say I'm the Resident Evil person. I don't know. I was trying to think of a word for somebody who sits and watches another person play video games.
You're the resident. Nope, I don't got anything.
The Resident Evil watcher.
Something that the Resident Evil Knievel of Rage Select.
If you know the word that I should use for that, please like comment, and subscribe.
Yeah. So, all right, we are playing the Resident Evil 5 remake that came out last week, and yeah, let's just jump right in. So, this is no. Oh yeah, I accidentally started.
This
before.
is a game. When did this come out?
Oh boy, I don't have any idea.
The 1960s.
It was before Rage Select. It was more than 3 years ago. Resident Evil 6 came out, I think, when I was working for Spill, so that was probably 4 years ago, which means this was probably 3 years before that. So we're probably looking at around 7 years-ish, but I'm just going, that's completely off of just my bullshit brain.
Okay.
So.
What's happening here?
Well, this is a guy, okay, so the Tinder police are coming. That guy swiped right, but he probably shouldn't have, because when she said that her interest was in Plague Doctor, he didn't get that. So
been there.
Everybody go Tinder police.
Move.
Oh man, if only there was a Tinder. If only there were the Tinder police. They're like the fashion police.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Then I could have been saved a lot of grief.
Oh shit.
Oh, he's got
Worm Party USA.
He's just got a lot of weird spaghetti noodles on him right now.
He's smuggling the spaghetti.
Sometimes I look at like a pile of worms and I think that looks delicious.
Well, if you eat a lot of noodles, then do you sometimes look at spaghetti and think like that looks like a bunch of worms?
I go, ew, worms.
Wait, where are you seeing piles of worms laying around?
That was like a worm thing.
What?
Oh, I mean, just
in the world?
Yeah, just in the world.
What, you're just walking around and you're like, there's like a worm king on the sidewalk? There's like a bunch of worms all?
Have you ever seen a rat king in real life?
Fuck no.
I have. I saw one with Joe.
What?
Yeah, Joe and I were like walking down the street.
This is
and
bullshit.
I like tripped over it, and Joe just like laughed and then kicked it away. It was kind of scary. I was screaming. Yeah.
I think you guys just agreed to have this story so that you could tell everybody that you've seen a rat king.
It was
the Rat King from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
It was all like dried out too.
Okay.
So it was like crunchy when I stepped on it. I'll never forget that feeling.
Crunchy goat.
Consortium. Right. What's a consortium? Is that where they consort?
Yeah, it's where like a bunch of people hang around. It's like where white people meet in a room.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, white people do love rooms.
That's right. So anyway, Chris Redfield here is part of an organization called the BSAA.
BS.
Yep. And he has come to Africa to basically investigate with Sheva Alomar, who's like local police. They're looking for the BSAA is basically like at this point in the Resident Evil franchise, there's so much dumb zombie shit happening that there's like a legit government agency that is dedicated to nothing but trying to get rid of the dumb zombie shit that's happening.
Well,
like crocodiles with a big eyeball on the side of it, or some guy's arm turns into eyeballs. There's just a lot of eyeballs.
Or just like a giant eyeball that floats in the sky and looks at you and then blinks and then keeps floating away.
No.
Who's Jill?
So Jill Valentine is from the first Resident Evil? Yeah, first Resident Evil. Yeah. She almost became a Jill sandwich. No, she's when you start the first Resident Evil, you get to play as either Chris or Jill. So this is actually like it's Resident Evil 5, but I think it goes Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica, then 4, then this one. So it's actually like 6, but...
Why did they call Code Veronica, not 4?
It was all about Archie and Veronica. It was and zombies. It was a little weird.
You don't have to get touchy, friend.
Yeah.
Friend.
Now, he looks like a legit government officer, right?
Yeah.
He's got the blood on his shirt really seals it.
I'm gonna see it through.
So,
God damn, this dialogue is fucking awful.
There's something weird about his face. Like it's missing part of his jaw. I don't know.
Too much jaw, too little jaw.
It's like when somebody has that degenerative bone disorder where their bones are just kind of like hollowing out.
Bird bone disorder.
Bird bone disorder.
Yep.
From 30 Rock.
Yep.
I have bird bone syndrome.
That so that lady was in something else that I was watching just recently, and I was like, oh
Yeah.
look, it's Bird Bones.
Wasn't she in Black Mirror
Maybe
at some point? Oh, crows.
Kajuju and Irving. You just mess with them. Man, that's some big ass crows.
Yeah.
Good God, look at how big those
I love
crows
me some
are.
Crows. Cool.
They like grab me by the shoulder. What's up, man?
Hey,
Is
see-
everything cool?
He
Are
looks
we-
a little
Copy. Over and out.
waddly.
Little starey.
Yeah.
Little got that dead stare.
Oh, when NPCs just stare at you.
Hey, wait, what's going on over here? Is it a fucking block party?
Oh, they're beating up a larva.
Is that what that is?
That's what it looks like.
It's just a cake in a sack.
Ooh, cake.
Are you guys beating up is this a sack cake party? Cake sack party?
Was that guy just like holding his machete?
Oh yeah, no, everybody's got a machete. Obviously, he just used it to keep time in his street band. He's
Yeah.
like, "Carry on my wayward son."
Hey, that's our song.
Oh, sorry. Wait, what?
That's our song.
Sorry, you said that's like a white people song?
No.
Wait.
No, that's the Supernatural song.
Oh, okay.
Yes. When I refer to me in the third person, I'm referring to Supernatural.
Hey, Shiva, we're going over here.
What is she looking at?
We're going to the corner Piami Butchery.
Ooh, a tire playground.
Fun. Let's stop. Shiva, can we play with the tires?
I like her shirt.
Yeah.
I like the back.
She's got a bunch of really kind of crazy as with all Resident Evil games. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Is it a fire drill? Is it Silent Hill?
Yay, Silent Hill, a better zombie game.
Silent Hill coming? Well, Silent Hill isn't even a zombie game, though.
It's kind of zombie-ish. The creatures in it are sort of
More
zombie-like.
about supernatural. I'd call it more of a supernatural thriller.
Zombie babies.
Okay. Not enough babies. Whoa.
Whoa.
Hey, where did everybody go? Where did everybody go?
Oh, they were never there. It's all a dream.
Is
It's
it
like a Charlie Kaufman movie.
Is it Arby's roast beef sale? That's a really old reference that nobody but me will get.
Oh, wait, no. I
You
kind of
remember that
remember that.
commercial?
Yeah. Oh, there's the roast
Where's
beef right
everybody?
there.
All right, let's get some beef. Shiva!
There need to be more flies
Shiva?
around that.
Shiva?
Where did Shiva go?
Shiva!
Oh, shit.
Jason!
Now this is Silent Hill.
Oh, she's inside. She just
Oh.
went inside.
Never mind.
I'm going to
Mystery
walk
solved.
sideways.
There are the flies. Oh, this is Resident Evil 7. The house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the flies and the meat, the cows.
Okay, so we get... All right, there's Shiva. I like the way he walks sideways. Like, it's just no big thing. Like, he's just like...
That's how I walk. I just like turn
You
my
just
hips
moonwalk sideways.
in the direction I want, but my torso's in like the same
You make sure to keep your
position.
torso rigidly pointed forward at
yeah.
all times.
all the time.
All right. You
All
go
right, Shiva,
in here.
Shiva.
Open.
I
Bam!
bet there's a
What's up?
guy just hanging out.
Chris Redfield.
Hey, talk, guy.
You're both here.
Yes.
All right.
No, go. Oh,
Thank
come.
you. Thank you, weapon guy from Resident Evil 4. Why do I have to load so many times? Come on.
Is this supposed to take place in the 60s? Why does it keep referencing
Wait.
the 60s?
Is that the bounty hunt? Is that Dengar from fucking Star Wars?
Yeah, it is.
Sure looks like him.
He's gonna sell us some power converters.
Oh no. Do you think Luke was going in to make a hot deal with Dengar for some spice?
Yeah.
Power converters. That's the way him and his buddies talk on the phone. That's like their. Turns out that Luke was hardcore into some like Goodfellas shit on Tatooine, and they just got out before.
Well, I mean, he's shot womp rats for fun.
Yeah. Who does that?
Psychopaths.
Yeah, who just fucking is like, oh man, you want to get drunk this weekend? And we're gonna go out. We're just gonna fucking sit on the veranda and shoot some goddamn rats.
Is that what like
It's gonna be great.
country folk do?
Shoot rats.
Just go and like shoot things? Oh,
I don't know.
Boobs.
Yep.
Yep. So anyway, loading guns and
Squares up ahead.
stuff. Where are the zombies?
Oh, they're coming.
Good.
I remember this part. So you know what? A lot of people. That's a snake that eats its own tail.
What do you- oh, I wasn't paying attention.
The Ouroboros.
Yes.
That was what
What?
happened to Dave Lister on Red Dwarf. Spoilers.
Oops.
Yeah.
Wait, is Ouroboros? Is that what mythology is that from? That's not Greek, is it?
I don't know.
Mesopotamian or something? I don't know. Babylonian.
This place probably
Mesopotamian.
just smells horrible.
Don't judge a meat locker by its cover.
I mean, like, but don't you think if there would be like some like weird smoke effects if it was actually cold in here? You think it's just like it's just
Oh no, the door's
broiling
just like
hot?
open. The
Yeah,
door-
to like the African like
Yeah.
street heat, right?
Oh no,
So
it is ripe in there.
investigate a conveniently placed. Okay, L1 and then R2. Ha ha!
R2.
All right. Thank
So
you, Shiva.
do you think
Wah-ha!
rotten meat sometimes smells like poop, or is it just?
I don't know. I'm really afraid of all forms of food rot. Is that an intestine, or is he making like
Ooh.
sausages over here? Or
It's a kicky scarf
oh.
to wear later when he gets.
to the club?
Yeah. I like that. I like that adjective, kicky. It's a kicky scarf.
What does that mean exactly?
Like it's fun and just a fun outfit
Okay.
kind of thing.
Can you explain to me?
No, those are giant ass crows.
Those are some big ass crows.
Oh, I thought that was a horse.
Those would be some abnormally, like, irrationally large crows. Okay, so I can't move and shoot at the same time, which is good. You never, like, Resident Evil 6 made it so you could do that, and everything got all dumb. But no, can you
Real
explain to
dumb.
me? Do you know, as a person who is younger than I am,
Yes.
what on fleek means? I'm
No.
still trying to figure it out. I know it's a description of eyebrows, but I don't know what exactly
Oh, I think it
constitutes.
means like it works. Like it's on point.
So like on point, but
Yeah.
But what does the word fleek mean?
I don't know. I think it's a British thing.
Uh huh.
It sounds like it's a British thing.
But isn't it? I thought it's more like urban slang.
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
I
Hey,
honestly,
what are you guys doing in here? Is this the goat torture room?
I had to look up TFW.
Uh huh. What does that mean?
That feeling when.
Oh.
Yeah.
I keep seeing MRW on image.
No, I don't know what that is.
Okay.
My right.
My right wing.
Wing. I was gonna say waist.
My right waist. That
'Cause
sounds-
everybody has more than one waist.
Yeah, that sounds right.
A left waist and a right waist.
Okay, get some. Yeah, green
plants.
herbs.
Get that herb, man.
Time for green herbs.
So what were they doing to those goats exactly?
Well, it looks like they were slaughtering it, but then were they trying to put like a sleeping bag back in there? Is it like a turducken, but it's like it's a goat. It's like, well, so it's a big block of cheese with a goat inside, and then we put a sleeping bag inside of the goat, and then we deep fried the whole thing in motor oil. It's a local delicacy. You're gonna love it. You're gonna absolutely love it.
Have you ever had any food from the African continent, which is wide and varied,
I
But-
think I've had
like Ethiopian food? or
traditional
something?
Ethiopian cuisine before.
Cuisine.
Whoa! How did you
How'd
get,
she
up,
get
there?
up there?
Are there how many Shivas are there out here?
Oh my God, she's a clone. Kill her!
I don't think I can. I think it's. Yeah.
No, she's like, what are you doing?
Now you are just embarrassing yourself. All right.
Shit's gonna happen.
So yeah, we could. You could actually play this online with other people because you can play the whole game co-op if you want to.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right. I hear this is where the party is.
It's a zombie party.
It's like they turn on the lights. Surprise!
I'm sure
Whoa.
that guy is perfectly fine.
But did you just see? Is that like a big handful of spaghetti that he's got? Have the spaghetti. Have all the spaghetti. Yeah, because
He said that like he didn't really mean it. Freeze.
oh man, what's going on with that guy? Did he escape from Blade 2?
He just like ate a flower.
Is he one of those Blade 2 vampires?
Oh,
Shiva, give him the
man.
Heimlich, quick!
I've actually had nightmares like this.
About?
Where somebody shoves like a thing down my throat.
Like spaghetti?
Usually like something plastic.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I think I have sleep apnea. Because I'll have dreams where I'm choking a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
So it was weird. Wow. Well,
and then I bleed from the eyes.
and then then that happens, and then I become a zombie.
I like how they're not helping him.
Well, what are you gonna do? He's turning Japanese. Like,
Rawr.
yeah,
Are they
blast
fast
him.
zombies?
Blast on him. Yeah,
Yeah.
blast on him. Straight punch. Shiva, you want a little
Wow.
help out here? Maybe.
Nah. He's
Anything?
dead. He's fine.
No, he's not.
dead. He's fine. He's
So-
alive. He's dead.
Part of the Resident Evil 4 formula was that you can't move and shoot at the same time.
Yeah.
And they carried that over into Resident Evil 5, and I love it because it means that if you're going to stand and hold your ground against zombies and fight, like you have to commit yourself to like they're going to run at me, and then I'm going to stand stock still and shoot at them. And it's not realistic, but it does make things scurrier.
Well, actually, like you wouldn't want to run and shoot at the same time because you couldn't really aim.
Sure. Yep, that is true.
So that is more realistic.
That is true. Yep. It takes a lot to run and shoot with any accuracy at the same time.
And also, like John Woo style, hold your gun to the side.
Oh yeah.
That apparently is really
Right. Reload.
hard to aim.
Reload. There it is. There we go.
Oh, mattress on the floor.
Yeah.
Reminds me of my
Wait,
bedroom.
did they put wheat? Is it the wheat? Is this where the wheat is staying over? Were they having like a wheat party last night?
Sleepover party.
What is this? You guys
Spaghetti.
Oh, it's just kidney beans in a jar. That's weird.
I love
Kata kata.
spaghetti.
Oh
Toko
man. Look, Toko is opening. We've got to go to this, Sarah. Jesus.
I don't have enough money. Can I borrow $30?
Dude, hell no. It's Ticketmaster. They charge way too much for Toko.
I saw Toko in '98.
Oh, before they were cool?
Yeah.
Okay, where am I going
When they
here?
were Koto.
Is this? Oh, I guess we're stuck in here. I guess we have to live in here now, Shiva.
Well, could be worse.
Shiva. Let's see.
Move the thing.
What do you?
She wants you.
Do you
in there.
know? Do you know what you're doing? Oh, we're
She
going out
wants
the
you-
window.
Oh.
All right.
Locate partner. You're right there. That was overkill for sure.
Okay, look, jumping through the window. I'm gonna say jumping through the window was unnecessary.
They'll find us soon.
The flip was incredibly unnecessary.
Yes.
They did not need any.
Uh-oh.
What?
Someone's gonna zombie.
Oh, but see, these are not just straight up zombies. These are like Ouroboros Las Plagas zombies. So they like use tools. Yeah, let's go.
So, you mentioned before we started playing this that this game had some controversy.
Yes. I think it was interesting. It was actually. It was kind of controversy before the controversy that we have now for video games. In that, this game is set in Africa, and they, oh no, give it back. I was trying to get into my inventory. What? Damn it, Shiva. Which button goes into my inventory again? But yeah, it was basically like, people were a little uncomfortable about Pearly White Chris Redfield basically blasting down on all of the African zombies.
Yeah.
Because it had some weird implications. But I don't know. It's one where I don't know if there's a real clear-cut answer to that, because does that mean whoa, dude.
That's a big ass axe.
Shiva! Oh shit, are those more axes up there?
What is that?
That's a big ass axe.
What is that for kill? What do you kill with that?
I'm wondering where they got the tree stump. Like, why did you bother to bring in a tree stump?
Human skulls.
Yeah. Is that a brain? It's a big brain.
That's a big. What?
Check out the big brain on Brad. So yeah, it's kind of a question where you say, okay, if you set Resident Evil in Africa, you need to have an African protagonist, maybe.
Yeah.
But you can play through the entire game as Sheev Alomar if you want to as well.
Oh.
So it was interesting. I mean, there was a lot of kind of like, for me at least, it was one of those like, I don't know, because in Resident Evil 4 you were in kind of like this fake like Spanish area, and they had these very like Spanish looking enemies called Las Plagas. And nobody really seemed to have much of an issue with that.
Well,
that's
Leon just Kennedy. Other white people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think more what I can see being controversial about this is the portrayal of Africa as this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be fair, it's a post-apocalyptic sort of world.
Yeah.
Overrun by zombies. But I don't know, like the guy earlier with the machete. And then the zombie guy with like a bat with nails sticking out of it.
Yeah.
So what does that remind you of? Something that happened in the 90s in Africa?
Like the Somalia or
no,
what are we
like
talking about?
the Rwandan genocide.
Ah, yes.
Kinda, because like they.
Oh yeah.
They actually went around and killed people with machetes and whatever they could find.
Yeah.
Like bats with nails sticking out of them.
Sure.
Piece of wood with nails sticking out of them.
I mean, I guess it really just comes down to a question that I feel like people. Yeah. It's an unpleasant conversation to have because in a lot of ways I feel like also you're dealing with a Japanese country or company.
That is also true.
And how they see this kind of stuff happening or their own ideas about this kind of stuff. So, I mean, I've been talking with people for a while now about the question of the way that Japan regards sex and how they regard sex in games and whether or not if we find what Japan thinks is a normal sexy game offensive.
Wait, if we're talking about Japan and sex,
yeah,
I have to make the noise.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's yeah.
This is a very serious conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
it. He's the guy with the bag. I don't know. Do you watch the Resident Evil movies? Have you seen many of them?
No, but I recognize that.
That guy was shoved into one of the Resident Evil movies for no good reason whatsoever.
Scary.
Because he's just a big guy with an axe. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Whoa.
But yeah, like
vampires.
Like this portrayal of I don't know. So I know what people are going to comment with.
Yeah.
At like, they have plenty of white zombies or Japanese zombies in the other Resident Evil games.
Yep.
But the fact that you have a white character as the hero, with a light-skinned African woman, makes it different. You're killing very dark-skinned African men. Yeah. For the most part.
Well, but see, that also then changes, I believe, throughout the course of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's also, I don't know. It's been a long time since I played all the way through this, so I don't know that I could say with 100% certainty that there aren't, that doesn't change at all through the course of the game. But I know that, like, when this was coming out, that there were also people who were like, well, there are zombies mixed in with the, very dark-skinned African zombies of, lighter skinned or I believe even white zombies. I don't know, but it's kind of a question of
those guys are kind of like
an olive complexion. So it really just kind of comes down to a question. My big question about the whole thing was, okay, so we do.
Oh, that's a white guy.
We do. Yeah, we do have. We don't want every single game. We don't want to avoid this issue by making every single game set in white middle America, right? So that we don't ever have a game that is set in a different place, so that we can see some different stories. On the other hand, it's I don't know. What's is the answer just having, if Sheva, like when we're talking about a lighter skinned African American or an African protagonist, like if Sheva Alomar was a darker skin tone, do you think that would alleviate a lot of the issues of like you can play as her? She's a little bit more representative of the rest of the people that are around.
Yeah, I mean.
But also, sorry.
No, you finish your thought.
Well, what I was thinking was that the problem that I've been coming to recently when I've been thinking about this stuff when it comes to the sexy Japanese games is there is nobody making the rules here. Like, I don't feel like there's not. Oh shit! Oh god! Oh uppercut! Do that uppercut!
Oh,
look at the big guy. The big guy is here. But there's nobody who's going to say universally, oh, okay, well, the answer is this. You need to make sure that you have this number of this kind of skin tone of people. There's no. Oh shit! Oh damn!
You're on fire!
Thank you, Shiva. Oh god damn it! Run, Shiva, run!
Yeah, but it's like also just the way the setting is here. Like it's very. I don't know, like what I've seen of other Resident Evil games is that like it takes place in like a laboratory or a city or something modern looking, where this is like
shit.
Shit, you
shit.
dying. I'm dying.
Shiva, get me up. 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 Shiva, get Yeah, well, it's. I think of the reason that you're seeing this is a direct result of Resident Evil 4, which had a beginning that took place a lot like this in the aforementioned kind of Spanish setting village. Where the hell is my? Damn it! Where is my goddamn heal juice again?
Inventory.
There we go.
Oh. You can't
heal
yourself?
Heal myself. Heal myself. Heal myself. Okay, how about it heals us both? Okay. So I feel like in this one they were trying to do something that I think is kind of interesting, where they've set it in a place where we don't normally see horror or video games really settle that much. They're trying to kind of continue on the idea of Resident Evil 4. It's kind of like weird zombie, weird like open, like closing up all the doors and pushing shit in front of them. That was like directly from Resident Evil 4. But then they're trying to kind of up the ante with the bigger groups, bigger areas, bigger set pieces. God damn, dude. It's been a while since I've played goddamn Resident Evil. So, yeah, I don't know. A lot of people don't like this game. I think it's kind of interesting. I think that at least it's something sort of different, and even if it has... Damn it!
Oh, shit!
Are we both dead now? Oh, blah, blah,
you died in her butt. You died in her butt. That happened in the Resident Evil multiplayer game.
Uh-huh.
You die in each other's butts.
Ah! Ow!
This is
God.
frightening.
Stop it! Well, yeah, but so did I. I mean, don't put it all on Shiva.
Yeah, this is from I am a white American. And I know it doesn't mean as much coming from me, but I would like to see portrayals of Africa. I mean, Africa's a huge place. Where is this in Africa, anyway?
I don't know.
I assume maybe West Africa?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think they have said at a certain point during this, but wasn't paying enough attention. I mean, I do know that it's a big, like, I remember very distinctly that there's a level that comes later on where you like have a like a fan boat that you're going through like more swampy areas.
Yeah.
It kind of trots all over the place, but I don't know how much of those places are real and how many are made up.
But yeah, I mean, like, our image of Africa as Americans is that, like, it's this kind of setting.
Yeah.
Like, it's really hot, and people sometimes don't have shoes.
Yeah.
And everybody has AIDS.
Yeah.
I'd like to see something different, because a lot of Africa is not like that. It's like, let's see a modern city. Let's see...
You know, to just to play not devil's advocate, but just to give credit.
Oh, man. Where's your fedora?
There actually was... well, no, I guess that wasn't really... there seemed like there was a time very recently when just about every game had to have a Dubai level.
But that's not Africa.
I guess that is true. I've got all of my things are confused. I've got all these freaking zombies, man. Hit him!
We got very serious on Rage Select, didn't we?
Oh, it's fine. Matt and I get into these conversations every so often.
No, I think it's a good discussion to have, that, like, is this just the Resident Evil zombie apocalypse setting?
Yeah.
Or is it Japan's view of what Africa is?
Yeah. That's an interesting thing that I feel like also, again, like I was saying before, I feel like doesn't get brought up as much, is the idea, and I was talking with a bunch of people about it when it comes to the idea of like I said, sexuality in Japanese games.
Yeah.
Is like, so if I'm offended by the way that Japan thinks that Africa is in their zombie game, do I have is it, and I'm honestly asking here, is it legit for me to go, okay, so now Japan needs to listen to what I have to say and make their representation of sex or another country or a bunch of things line up with what I say is right.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then I kind of have to ask, like, what right? Who gets to be the
Well, I think that's
arbiter?
those are two different things.
Yeah.
Like their representation of sex versus our representation of sex.
Yeah.
And then also like their representation of other countries.
Yeah.
That's a different country. That's a different topic.
Shit.
I think their representation of different countries
Yeah.
is problematic.
Mm. Oh,
I
shit.
think they hold on to stereotypes much stronger than Americans do.
Mm-hmm.
Because international
Shit.
travel, like Americans, we don't travel outside the
Shit.
U.S. very much. Japanese people tend to travel to very specific countries,
Mm-hmm.
but their images of different countries are very set.
Yeah.
And I think if you're a Japanese person going to Africa, you're going as like an aid worker
Uh-huh.
or Doctors Without Borders or something like that.
Oh, here we go. That's what I've been looking for. No! No!
No.
I'm full. I need more space to hold the machine gun.
Whereas I think their view of sexuality.
shit.
Oh shit, you're dying again. Their view of sexuality is just a cultural difference.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume you're referring to like their sexualization of youth.
Yeah, well, it's come up. I don't know if you. It's actually you're probably the person on Rage Select who would have a really interesting viewpoint on this, just because I know you and kind of where you come
Yeah.
from. Nintendo recently has been doing a lot of. They've been bringing Japanese games over, but then censoring them quite a bit, and a lot of that censorship has to do with like kind of desexifying characters in some of their games.
Yeah.
And so it brings up this question because there's a large group of people on the internet who are like, well, I like the Japanese culture. I like that aspect of anime and some types of games and things like that. And but Nintendo has made it really, there's this thing where they just don't seem to want to bring that subject material over in any way, shape, or form.
What are they censoring specifically?
Well, so here's the thing. A couple weeks back, we had Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which is just a JRPG, but
Yeah.
it's all based around idols.
Yes.
So it's like, oh, I've got my idol power from the idolosphere.
Yeah.
And in between, a lot of the missions are based off of like, oh, so the second mission in the game is there's an evil photographer who is kidnapping women, and you have to go into the idolosphere to catch him. But in the Japanese version, he's I don't know how to say this exactly, gravure. He's like a bikini photographer.
Yep.
And for the American version, they changed that to basically be just like generic fashion.
Yeah.
And took out. Then they did a fair amount of work to take out like all of the bikini costumes for a lot of the main characters, and then they took out even in the levels there were like bikini costumes in the background that they excised. And there were a lot of people who were like, well, I know that this is a thing and it's part of Japanese culture, and it actually makes a lot of sense in this game as opposed to just being, like a Final Fantasy futuristic JRPG where suddenly there's a zillion bikinis for no reason, to the point where people are actually trying to go in and add this content back into the game, even though it's a Wii U game, and that's incredibly difficult to do. So it's an interesting question of just like, Nintendo wants to make sure that these games are as sanitized as humanly possible, but then there's a big group of people out there on the internet who just want to play their JRPGs. Basically, they want them translated with very little editing for cultural content. So, which is, is a really big, I don't feel like there's a simple answer to that, because... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like you're going to lose part of what makes Japanese culture Japanese if you make sure to sanitize every single part of the weird fan servicey stuff that they put in there.
Well, I mean, like, one of the big human rights issues in Japan
Yeah.
is sexualization of children
Yeah.
and the creation and sale of child pornography. It's huge in Japan. So I would understand Nintendo censoring that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
where it's clearly meant to be usually a little girl or girl under a certain age, sexualized in some way. And that could be in a bikini. So in Japan, child pornography is technically illegal, but you can buy and sell magazines, DVDs, video games, whatever,
Yeah.
of children in bathing suits.
Right.
And it's basically the thinking is, hey, we're just taking pictures of kids in bathing suits, like a catalog,
Right.
like a, online shopping or something like that. What people do with those photos in the privacy of their own home, we can't stop them from doing it.
Right.
But I have seen some of the stuff. I like walking in a bookstore, a junior high school girl, so under the age of 15, with a recorder, like the musical instrument, just barely touching her lips, and like her lips are all like moist and she's all blushing and stuff like that, and she's looking into the camera sexually. This was the cover of the book.
Right.
And like that is perfectly legal because it's not a dick in her mouth.
Right.
If it was a dick in her mouth, it would be illegal. She's clothed,
Right.
but it's the makeup, the lighting, the angle, her expression, and all that makes it sexualized. So that's a big question of like what people do in the privacy of their own homes.
Yeah.
With that kind of material.
Yeah.
Is it up to them? Like,
No, it's,
I mean, sure, but is it the responsibility of the people making those kinds of products, like Nintendo, to censor that kind of stuff?
Well, I think that the question is really because, like, for the case of that Fire Emblem game, Nintendo didn't make it, but they were put in charge of. Actually, Atlas. Atlas, I believe, was localizing it, but then there's also, and I swear, I know that there's going to be somebody who chimes in real hard in the comments, that, like, Nintendo put pressure on Atlas to make sure that the localization included this kind of stuff. So, I mean, that brings up, like, another crazy question, right? The main character in Tokyo Mirage Sessions in the Japanese version is 17. They changed it to 18, which you would think they did that so that they could have a bunch of swimsuit stuff and that it would not be, pervy, because, again, you get into this real weird thing about drawn anime characters versus real-life human people.
Right.
And but then they also then excised all of that content. And, again, I feel like there's... we don't. I think that one of the issues with the internet, of course, is that there is no arbiter. We don't. It's not like I'm asking this problem to some organization that's going to say, "Okay, Jeff, here's the answer to when Japan makes sexy stuff, or Japan's possibly problematic issues of representation of Africa." Right?
Yeah.
Like, is that some people are like, "Oh, that's fine," and some people are like, "That's the most offensive thing I've ever seen."
Yeah.
And then it becomes a question of, well, where do we land? Because splitting the difference doesn't work for people who find, say this or say the sexualization of, anime girls very, very, problematic and offensive. Like, you can't just say, well, we got to compromise, because I don't think anybody wants to compromise. Like, the side that wants this stuff to be just completely the way that it was originally created, they won't stand for it being edited or altered in any way. Damn it. I need to give Shiva some ammo.
Shiva.
How the hell do I get into my thing again? Anyway, I don't know. It's a real, and it's a real big issue, and I feel that the like a lot of things on the internet, that it's just like all you see is people just screaming at each other about what they.
I'm sure the comment section on this video will be screaming about it.
Probably so. Probably so. Anyway, are we also like 6 million degrees over time and temperature? Okay, yeah. I tell you what, let's wrap this up for today. We've given everybody a lot to think about, Sarah.
I'm thinking about
pop music.
No, I was
Music?
thinking about, you mentioned like the goat stuffed with cheese before.
Uh-huh.
Now I just want like
Goat
some,
cheese.
Yeah.
I'm reading Hunger Games recently. There's a lot of goat cheese in Hunger Games.
Is there?
Yeah.
That's odd.
Yeah. If you in the books, her little Katniss's little sister has a goat, so she always has goat cheese. Anyway, fun Hunger Games fact for all you people.
Nice.
If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to see these videos a day earlier, you can always head on over to RageSelect.com, where we got all kinds of good stuff for you. Podcasts. Okay. Anyway, if you want to buy Resident Evil 5,
What
HD,
happened to her arm? Oh, there it
whose
is.
arm? Oh, it was just in the building.
Yeah.
Come on, Shiva, back me up. I don't want to waste bullets.
She's, oh, gross.
Yep. If you want to buy anything off of Amazon, this game, another game, some zombie repellent, some
Zombie. Oh,
yeah, the Cranberries singles collection,
Yeah.
which is actually excellent. It's called Stars, and I listen to it all the time.
Oh,
If you're a
interesting.
90s person, then if you put all the Cranberries hits together into one album, it's pretty solid. It's a pretty solid album.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that through our Amazon links, and yeah, as long as you start there, we get a little piece of the action, and it helps us out. So if you want to do that, that's great. If you'd like to help us out a little bit more, you can always head over to patreon.com/RageSelect. Kick us some bucks, and in return, we're going to kick you. Somebody asked me the other day, Sarah, like if I donate to Patreon, how many bonus videos do I get? I did a quick little math. I did some math magic on it.
Yeah.
Slightly over 400.
Whoa.
Slightly over 400 30-minute bonus videos is what you get for donating like $5 a month
That's
to
like
us.
one for each year that Jeff's been alive.
That's true. Yeah, that's very true. Are you dead? Oh,
400.
yep, little over 400. More
Roll,
now.
roll, roll, roll.
Blah, 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 blah. Sarah, where can people find you on the internet?
You can listen to me on oneofus.net. Follow me on Twitter at Sarah Devour. Like my Facebook page, Sarah Dworkin.
Ah!
Dude. Watch. Oh, no, Shiva.
When you came, he like had the drop on us, and then he just stood there for a long time.
You can watch reruns of my reality TV show, Single Dad Seeking, on TLC.
I heard you won that shit.
I did win.
You were the winner.
I won $1 million.
You were the winner of the single dads. You were the
Yes.
best single dad on that entire
I was
show.
the best single dad ever.
All right, well, join us back here tomorrow for part 2 of Resident Evil 5, fucking Crazy Town, USA. Actually,
Crazy
no.
Town, Africa.
Right. Stop.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yep, and we'll be back tomorrow. So, yeah, join us then.